Okay. Hello, welcome back to my channel. It's Sean from Zarz Collectibles and Comics. We're just going to do our normal Thursday night stream. We got someone in the background. We'll add him to the stage.
Have you had these, man? Check it out. It's pineapple flavored solo. It is the best thing ever.
Pineapple flavored solo. I've had the pine lime, so the lemon and lime one, but I didn't know there was a pineapple one.
Oh, mate. It's my second can. I normally try not to drink more than one can, but it's my second.
Yeah, you're spoiling yourself.
I haven't had any soft drink in my fridge for like a month. So when I saw that at the supermarket and it was on special, I was like, yep. Pineapple solo all week, baby.
Yeah, it's good. I was watching your stream, but I missed the last little bit. What was the number ones?
So I ranked the Batman as number one, and Mark ranked the Batman as number three, and he had the Dark Knight as number one.
All right.
So there you go. I need to rewatch the Batman though. I've only watched it the one time that I was at the cinemas, but I loved it. So
I only watched it once, and I was on the plane, and it took me like 6 hours to watch it because I'd watch it, I'd fall asleep, and I'd have to remember where I remembered I was up to, go back and try and rewatch it, and fall asleep again. So I don't think I've actually seen it all. Something tells me I've missed bits and pieces of it, but we'll get there.
I didn't go. Oh, what's the topic? Showing some different books. That's tonight's topic, is it? Hey,
Yeah.
are you out of thumbnails yet, or do I?
Yes.
You let me know. You are okay.
Yeah. This
I'll get
was
on
I think this is either the last one because there's one that's too big, or I've used them all, and this is the first time I've repeated.
Oh, okay. Let me. I'll get into that straight away.
But it ties in with the end of the stream, so we'll see. But so the different books I'm going to show is probably something Dave would have a lot of info on, but I really have none. So we've got
Kind of comics. They're Australian. What are you talking about? Dave's not Australian.
So we got some Australian comics. Then we got a Super Adventures. I'm going to assume this is a reprint of a bunch of stories being 64 pages, but not 100% sure.
Yeah. So what they were they were all DC reprints, but they're all done in black and white.
Okay.
And the covers don't always match the book. So, for example, I've actually got the first appearance of Nightwing, but I don't think it's a Planet Comics. It's one of the Australian reprints. It might have been a Murray Comics. I can't remember. I've got the first Nightwing, but it's not the same cover. I think it's actually like all the Judas contract in one book, but it's got the page which has first Nightwing.
But it's got the right title. It's not just a generic title like this one, like all favorites.
Yeah. It's definitely not Tales of the Teen Titans 44. It's like
no, but it's still like Tales of Teen Titans, or
I've got a few of those because I collected a lot of the Wonder Woman bondage covers I used to collect. If they were too expensive, or if I found the Australian version, I would buy it. So I've actually got quite a few of those.
Yeah.
I'll see if I can find that Nightwing one. You keep showing books.
So I've got a few different. So we have, now that Simon has filled me in, the Australian reprint Superheroes album, 96 page, number 14. So Supergirl, Superman, Superboy, Murray Publishers. So we have Planet Comics, and then we just had Murray Publishers, and now the third Australian type of reprint we had. So we have the Federal Comics reprint of.
Those ones are cool. The Marvel Federal ones are cool.
So I honestly did not even know I had most of these books. So the next two I'll show after this I knew I had, but these other ones I didn't. When I was looking for those books, I found them. So we have a Federal Comics, The Mighty Thor, number 4. So I don't ever remember this being an actual Thor book cover. So maybe it's a variant cover to the comic. So I know my title says showing some different comics, so I figured I'd show all the weirdly sized books that I consider comics, but not all of them are exactly comics. So we have a Boom 17 with Stan the Man on the cover. And
that's cool.
Slash between a few of his characters. Did you find it?
I've got a couple of foreign covers to show you here.
No, let's switch it over. Let you show them.
Are you guys ready for? Is my shirt dirty? What the hell? It's cat hair. I got a couple of foreigns here, mostly Aussie, but this one, check this one out. Recognize this, Sean?
Is that the first Carnage cover?
It is the first Carnage, but it's Spinny. It's the German variant. Look at that.
I seen one of them come up in my eBay feed, but not this cover. The one that has Venom and Carnage both on the cover.
Yeah. I bought this. Oh, actually, I think this might have come when Grey Man did the Grey boxes, his mystery boxes. I think that might have been in my mystery box that I got from him from memory. You might recognize this cover too. Now, this is a... Is this a Federal? Yeah, this is a Federal Comics one. But check it out, mate. You know this one. Oh, shit. Look at that.
I know the cover. That's the death of Elektra.
That's right.
But the cover's different.
No, the cover's the same.
Yeah, but it's not yellow background.
Yeah, well, this is the Australian Federal edition. That's why. Is it not yellow? Anyway, this is at least the key in the Aussie edition. It's a very thin book too.
I'm pretty sure it's black because I got that book signed by Frank Miller, and the background is all black.
Okay, you might be right there. I only picture it in yellow, but are you sure? I feel like it is yellow. Okay, anyway, so this here is, check this out. Tales of the Teen Titans 13, Australian edition. And it is the Judas Contract all in one issue.
Yes, so it's the right title and it's the right cover because it's the actual one of the covers.
That's that's part 1 of the Judas Contract cover, yes.
That's right. So you got the right thing, just wrong number.
Yeah, so maybe because 44 is very far away from number 13, maybe they released them as like story arcs. Maybe every story arc is released as one, because that's the entire Judas. That's 4 issues in one book. It doesn't look that thick.
And if you think about it, 13, if they were going 3, 4 per thing,
Yeah.
Book 11, 12 puts you around that point.
That's right. There you go. Foreign keys, baby. That's what we're about here.
Foreign keys. So you want me to show you some foreign keys?
Let's go. Come on, show me.
All right.
Wait, are you going to show the one you just picked up?
No. Right, let's do this. Let me become the center of attention again.
Ah, fuck me. That's a good one.
And
oh, wow. With the poster. Good job. Well done, mate. That's awesome. That's worth so much more. So I've got a bunch. So get this. I actually have, I got Fantastic Four number 2 and 3 in those.
yeah.
But I gave, which one did I gave one to Steve Whiting because he gave me all the books in the world. I gave one him. I think I've still got the one. I think I still got the first Namor, but the issue's wrong because I think the first Namor might be issue 4 in Marvel, but this issue's number 3. But it's still the cover where he's on the he's like running on the beach. It looks like with the girl. He's up. I've got that.
The right cover, just the wrong
issue number.
Issue number. So I have one more.
Oh shit! Oh, dude. So get this right. Have you had that for a long?
I honestly, I knew I had him, and I remember buying him, but I cannot remember how long ago. I can't even remember how much.
There's this dude I know. Oh, you got the poster too? That's sick. There's a dude I know from the punk scene, right? He used to be in this band, and he's a lunatic, right? He's out of control. So he posted, that's a big chunk. He posted on Facebook that he bought some comics from an antique store that he went to, right? And they're just random comics, and then he had that in there. And I DM'd him and was like, hey man, how much did you pay for that? He goes, like $10. I was like, dude, you know how much that's worth? He goes, yeah, I just looked it up. It's worth it. And he came to Yarraville and he was like, do you reckon anyone will buy this off me? And I was like, yeah, but if someone buys it off you here, like a seller, they're going to lowball you on it. Like, so I said, hey, come speak to Dave. And then Dave looked at it and goes, oh, you could probably get like 400 minimum for that.
Well, I was having a look when I found them. Just the Thing poster sold on eBay for like $135 just for the poster. So
you know why? Because the person who bought it would have the book without the poster.
Yeah. So they're not in the best. The Hulk is in pretty good nick, but the Avengers obviously has a little bit missing. But I'm 100% sure I didn't spend that much on them.
Yeah, I think I bought Fantastic Four 2 and 3 together for I want to say about 100 to 120. So it was about $50, $60 each. So as a pair, I thought that worked out pretty well. And I knew I wasn't going to keep them. I thought, you know what? I'll hold on to them and I'll give them away to someone in America who, you know, doesn't have these things. So I've still got number 2 to give away.
Well, just with the Daredevil book, you were right. I was mixing them up.
Yeah, I could.
The Death of Elektra is yellow, but her first appearance is black. But it's a very similar cover.
Hashtag Marvel guy. I also had the one, you know, where he's hugging the cross on the cover?
Yeah.
I had that, but I gave that to Remy Q. I also got this. This is another Newton one I've got. So that's first Planet of the Apes, but no poster.
So I'm pretty sure I've got that actual book.
What you got the actual proper one? The Eclipse, I think it's on. Eclipse is the original one.
I think I know I've got a Planet of the Apes number 1. Just not sure which one. I think I got it in one of my pickups with a bunch of random books. So, but all right. we'll show off. So these books aren't foreign, but they're just a pain in my ass because they're huge. I got nowhere to store them.
Display them.
We have a Shazam versus Superman, When Worlds Collide. So I thought it was a pretty cool cover when I seen it. Very different and unique. Then we have Shazam, Power of Hope. So it's an Alex Ross and a Paul Dini book. So just a giant full-paged comic. This one I got dirt cheap, but it's really rough condition. We have the reprint of Shazam #1. So he's Silver, I think it's his Silver Age reintroduction. And then I don't know how it happened, but we got Superman and the Fantastic Four.
Whoa, when did that happen?
And I ended up with 2 copies of it somehow. It's a wraparound cover.
That's cool.
We got the thing, Superman, Galactus, Fantastic Four. And then my favorite, these are magazine. What are these called? Magazine books?
Treasury.
So my favorite Treasury. Superman versus the Amazing Spider-Man.
Is that the only Treasury you've got?
All the last 5 books I showed were Treasuries.
Oh, they're all Treasury. Okay. That's what I thought. No, well, you called this one a magazine. That sounds like, what are you talking about?
But hopefully the aim is to get the Superman Muhammad Ali one this year. Yes, it's one book you have that I don't have.
I'm sure I have other books. Oh,
that I care about.
Here's an Australian reprint right next to me. Do you have this? Oh, do you know what book that is?
Mm-hmm. First Masters of the Universe.
Well, it's actually the first He-Man. It's the book. Yeah. The original book was DC Presents.
Number 37, I think, or 34. Comes just after Teen Titans. I was actually looking at that run because I finished the other run. I was trying to work out what I'm going to start chasing next. And I was looking for DC runs. Yeah, go.
Oh, I was just going to show you this as well. This is just a regular book, but this was the Intermix covers. I did post this on Instagram, so you didn't know which cover you were going to get. And that's the rare one on the end.
And that's the one you got.
Yeah, I think it was a 40-40-50. And then, yes, I did pull the chainsaw, which is very good. So get this. This was one I ordered off Mark. And then it mustn't have shown up on my thing. So I thought I ordered it late, so I thought it never came in. And then one day I saw that he was selling it on eBay. I was like, oh, I ordered that. And he goes, oh, okay. So he put it aside for me. And yes, I pulled the chainsaw, the best.
Who did the cover on that?
Dan Mora, I believe, did all the covers for that.
Okay. Interesting run. So, all right, I'll show the last book that I did, my last foreign book that was easy to find. So
it was very easy to find. So did you see what I wrote in the chat when Todd was when Dave was saying, "Oh, perfect timing"?
Yeah. So in all honesty, I had that same conversation with Nikki about a week ago. I said I really need to be getting this book because all it's going to take is for them to announce someone cast as somebody, or they're going to show up in something, and the prices are just going to jump like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But the cast they announce, there's a fair few characters there. So
yeah. So you want to fill me in because I saw a couple of people post images and stuff, but I haven't really looked into whatever. So they announced all the actors, was it?
So what they did is that video that Todd put in the chat was just a shortened version of it. So they've confirmed. So I've got the list here. Let's do this. We'll bring it up and we will share it to the screen. So they ended up announcing about 20 characters. And so you got Robbie Downey Jr., Chris Hemsworth. Can't really see it there. Hiddleston as Loki. Then you got Patrick Stewart and Ian McKellen as Professor X and Magneto. Anthony Mackie as Captain America. The Fantastic Four.
Magneto looks like he's 90 years old.
Oh, he is. He's old. He's not 90, but he's getting up there. Then you got Winter Soldier, the new Black Widow, US Agent, the Ghost Girl, which means she doesn't die in Thunderbolts, Red Guardian, the guy who plays Sentry.
Wait, she doesn't die in Thunderbolts. Does that come out already?
No, but the way we have another person in the background. Tony.
Hey.
How are you, Tony?
Finally get to be able to wake up so I can be on the show with you.
About time, mate. You should, mate. Mad Spidey sets an alarm to hang out with bloody Americans. You should be setting alarms to hang out with your Aussies.
Sorry.
It's all right. In another 2 weeks, Tony, we go another hour, and you'll actually be up normally.
Oh, there you go.
So, but
what am I missing?
Just going through, they just announced a bunch of characters that have been confirmed for Avengers Doomsday.
Cool.
So you got the 3 characters from Black Panther. So the Black Panther, M'Baku, and Namor. Then you got Ant-Man, the new Falcon.
Who the hell's the new Falcon?
So that you
Gambit. What?
Yeah. So you got Shang-Chi, Nightcrawler, Mystique, Beast, Cyclops, and Gambit. So all the Sony, the original Sonyverse X-Men are going to be in the movie.
So this is official, is it?
Yes.
Because if I saw that image you just showed on my Facebook feed, I would say that's bullshit.
The video, there's an actual video, and all it is the chairs all there with their names. And then when it gets to the end, Robbie Downey Jr. is sitting in the seat, and he gets up and he goes, and then walks off. So they've all been confirmed.
There was a guy in the chat before when we were doing the podcast, when we were talking about the Batman, and he said something about, the Batman 2 trailer looks really good. They're bringing back Mr. Freeze. I didn't have the heart to tell him that was a fake trailer that he watched.
There seems to be a lot more fake trailers popping up.
I can't stand it. Like, that type of shit makes me want to unsubscribe. Like, not that I'm subscribed to any of them, but like, because I watched one of them and got duped once, they just keep coming up. Hey, what you want to watch this? And I can just tell from the thumbnail. No, unless the trailer's coming from Warner Brothers or whoever the bloody actual movie company is. I don't buy it.
The worst thing is they just, some of them are that bad that you can tell they've just cut scenes from.
Well, that's all they can do is use footage from other things.
Yeah, but 10 random movies, and you see him in a suit that's got nothing to do with the movie they're trying to say.
Yeah, it's just it pisses me off.
Those are those fan things, right? People.
Yeah, like a fan-made trailer. Like it's fine if you actually put in the title that it's a fan, because I'm sure there's people that actually love that stuff. I'm sure, like people probably who edit that stuff themselves probably love that stuff. So if you put that it's fan made, that's fine. But when you try to fucking clickbait people and say like official and all that, oh mate, you deserve to die.
That's the whole thing. The whole thing these days is clickbait. Everything's clickbait.
Yeah, but you've got to have some truth to the clickbait. Like even your latest title, Sean. I can't believe I got this book. Well, we saw the book, and yes, you couldn't believe, like, you know, it was a big deal. But you can't be like, I can't believe I got this book, and then we watch the video, and you go, "Oh, guys, I bought a dog."
But it's, I think, nothing these days is based on honesty anymore. So it's just a matter of how people can get you to click in to their video is all they care about.
What's going on, old wolf? What are you doing up so early?
I didn't sleep very well. So my wife always gets up early, so I end up just getting up with her. And then I saw you and Mark was on, so I just watched you guys. And my phone was, I couldn't get to my phone so I can say, "Hey, how you doing?" So that's why to the end. And then you said that you were going on Sean's, so I said, "Okay,
I'll put some clothes on."
Yeah. Put some clothes on. I still got my slippers on. Slippers. You know, so I said, "Okay, I'll come on in for a while." I don't know if I can stay long because I got to get ready for work, but you know.
Have you got any foreign books in your collection, old wolf?
I got a few.
Really?
Just very few.
I can't believe you can actually find them right now.
You'll find them quicker than Simon did.
Mate, have you seen his comic book wall? He's got like how many short boxes stacked by how many short boxes?
Short boxes, I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, about 4 or 5. But long box, majority of everything is long boxes.
Oh, they're all long boxes, are they? That wall?
That's all long boxes.
Jesus Christ!
The long boxes, I get over 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Can you just point the camera so we can show Sean? Because
I've seen it before.
Oh, you've seen it? Okay, I guess because he hasn't had that background for a while.
Yeah, you're making him do maths too early in the morning, Simon.
Yeah, no, he's got my freaking camera.
He's got a coffee.
It's not like I don't have a high class setup like you guys have.
Coffee helps with maths.
There you go.
Very good.
There you go.
Have you shown all your stuff, Sean?
I have all that I bring.
Oh, hey, are they foreign?
Yeah. This one I think is I don't know, German, I guess.
Oh, there you go. Grün Lantern.
This is Spanish, I guess, or Italian.
Basta.
Italian.
And I think this is Italian actually, or Spain. I don't know.
Where'd you get those from?
They were on like some kind of auction. There was a little time when I had some freaking cameras off. When I had some little money and I would go to Hip Comics and they have like these nights at auctions type of thing. And so I would just like put $2. Put $2. And if I won it, I won it. If I didn't, I didn't. So there's so I picked up these two because I have the American version of this one, and of this one. And this one was just so I thought it was cool to get like an older Green Lantern. And I think
Do
they're
you
color, I think they're color inside too. They're not black and white. So
the American version of that Adam book, is that a key?
I don't think so. I just have that. I just have the cover.
Is that Green Lantern one actually an old book? It's not a reprint or anything.
It's a. I mean, it's like newspaper, you know.
Oh, so it must be old. It looks old.
Yeah, it's from 19. I don't know. Did they mock it up? I don't know. It's freaking. Trying to. 1960.
Wow. How's it smell?
Huh?
I don't know.
So,
It's a book. I don't know.
so that'll be just the original.
Yeah. So
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, because I bought this German version of the Alex Ross Harlequin Joker cover.
Mm-hmm.
I bought a German version of that, and when I got it, I realized, this is just like some reprint of it. I thought it was like old school.
Oh, wait a minute. This okay. So I think the original came out. I don't know. I got two dates here: 1960 and 1976. But either way, it's pretty old.
They're pretty
That's
old.
a reprint.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's still an old.
Yeah, I wouldn't have thought it'd be in color in the 60s.
But it's cool. They got like the on the back here. They have the other ones you can pick up.
Hang on a sec. That looks familiar. That looks kind of like my German one. I feel like there was all these different versions of these classic books, but they're actually just all reprints.
Yeah, it's probably a reprint. I'm not saying it's an
But if
original.
it says it has the year on it, then that should be correct. And if it's got old newspaper type paper.
No, but it does have the year. But it's probably got like original 1960.
Yeah, it's probably got the original date, and then they have
reprinted.
Right. Yeah, it's got a 1960 by National Periodical Publications, and the copyright of 1976, Williams Verlag. Then it goes into German.
Yeah. So reprinted in 1976. So I don't have an actual foreign book that's foreign, like a non-English version of a book. So I've got my Australian, I've got my UK.
Right.
And I got a book that's from Malta, but I don't have anything that's like German or Italian or Spanish or something like that. I think it'll be on the list of things to hunt down.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna stop. I'm gonna look into these things because
I'm also contemplating getting a few bigger keys in UK prints and try my luck.
Doesn't James have a lot of UK variants?
Which James?
Wiz?
No, he gets them occasionally.
Because a lot of the keys that I bought off him and Sarah as well were UK. Because I'm like, fuck, that's cheap.
It all depends on the what he gets, yeah? It's not like he actively chases them, but if that's what shows up when he buys collections, then... So after you left last week, me and Dave spoke about this for a bit. So supposedly the UK prints of this book made up about 5% of the total print run of the book. So there is the opinion that eventually, because there's less of them, their price will go higher.
That is technically so the UK, that should be the case with all UK pressings because there's less, but it's not the case for some reason, right? Where it is the case is for people who are very niche collectors who want the foreign one, who want the one with less. To those people, yes. But overall, majority want the original American one.
Yes, but if you look at it, so like the Avengers and the Hulk book that I showed, 5 years ago you could buy them for $2 and $3 and $4 or $5 each. Now you're spending $500, $600, $700 on those books. And like the way I looked at it, it was more affordable for me to get a 3.0 UK than it was to get, say, a 1.8 or a 2 English, American version of the same book. So why wouldn't you go the 3.0 over the 1.8?
That's the same with didn't Mad Spidey get a big key, but he ended up getting the UK variant?
Yeah, he did.
Do you know? I can't remember which book it was though.
Wasn't it one of his Spider-Man books?
No, I don't think it was a Spider-Man one.
Well, call him.
I feel like it was a big key. Oi, Matt Spidey.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're closer to him than I am, so.
Yeah, I'm pretty loud too. Hey, Old Wolf, do you have these in America? TV snacks?
No.
No.
Okay.
No, I don't.
I'll keep that in mind next time I send you something. Oh, can you eat this crap?
Probably not.
It's just like a biscuit. It's like a chocolate biscuit stick.
My wife will eat them. I mean, I'll eat them, but I'll just get sick.
And also, wait, are you allergic to gluten? Is it?
Yeah.
I'm starting to wonder, like, what? So the other night, me and my mates went for some beers. Now I drank those fancy ass beers that don't really look like beers. I drank a bunch of those.
The sours.
It was actually a seltzer, but it was from that brand that make the really crazy ones that like that's not a fucking beer. Well, that's not a seltzer. It looked like concrete in a cup. So, but we also had the reason we went was because the place that we went to, it's like a craft beer place, but they often will have like a food truck at the back, and they had this food truck which is pretty good. They were doing Philly cheesesteaks sandwiches or whatever.
Well, burgers.
They were really good. But then shortly after I ate, my stomach started caning. I had a real bad pain. I was like, you know what, guys, I'm going to go. And my drive home, because it was a solid 45-minute drive, my stomach, I needed to, I was clenching so bad. I had to push my foot up against the floor so hard just to prevent from whatever was going to happen.
Did you go to the Deerfield Mall and
Deer Park? That's right. So that's actually out near Sean. Because I think when I told Sean the stories, I guess I know where that is. Because it's kind of out of the way. I don't know where that shirt's gone. I haven't seen that shirt for a while. The shirt that made no sense.
I was so proud of that shirt too.
Yeah, no shit, right? I mean, yes, massive shit. I got home and 10, 15 minutes later, I was all good.
Maybe with the cheese. Well, try stay off. You know, it's not easy, but stay off wheat or anything that has wheat in it for about a month and see how it feels.
It's just well, that's the thing, right? It's just hard. Like, especially like the problem is like because Sarah's a fussy eater. Like, I really need to diet, right? So I shouldn't be eating as much red meat as I do. So I've been trying to eat chicken a bit more, but because Sarah's kind of fussy, I kind of just whatever we have for dinner, I just cook whatever something she'll eat, right?
Right.
So often we'll probably have red meat at least twice. Like we'll do steak one night and then lamb another night, and then I try to do chicken for the rest, or we get takeout, right? So it's hard because otherwise then I'm gonna have to like cook two different proteins, like cook fish for me and then a steak for her. It's just so much work.
Yeah. Sometimes you have to do it, dude.
Well, I'm trying to eat more things that will like. I'm trying to eat a lot of nuts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whatever works.
So that's why we did the thing with Mark.
Are they salty nuts?
No, I always go unsalted.
You go all natural. Okay.
Yeah.
Unsalted but hairy.
There
Right?
you
And I've been eating a lot of avocado.
Well,
That's good. Olive oil apparently good for lowering cholesterol, which is weird because it's an oil.
Make sure you get real olive oil.
Olive oil. That's right. It's not just any olive oil. It's got to be, I think, 80 or 90%
Extra virgin.
Yeah.
Well, that's where you get the nuts. Because, anyways, yeah, make sure you get real olive oil because polyphenols are in that stuff that really helps you out a lot.
So yeah, when I snack, I try to get that stuff in there as much as I can now, but it's just hard.
And then
like tonight we had KFC for dinner.
How's those TVs doing? They got a lot of cholesterol. Yeah, those are good for you.
Yeah.
They're the healthiest thing he could get. He has avocado and then he eats half a box of them.
At least I ate it in fucking 2 sittings. I used to sit there and just smash this whole box. Last night I got halfway through and said, "Save the rest, Simon."
I'm the same. That's why I stopped buying them. If I don't have the stuff in the house, I don't eat it. If I do,
that's why I said I bought this today because I used to live off Coke, right? I used to have, you don't have to show this big pineapple solo. Have you got that?
Nope.
Pineapple solo. It's the best.
Lemon pineapple flavor. The only
Oh, you guys don't even have solo, do you?
They have real lemonade, but so they have what's it called? Oh,
traditional
yellow.
Lemonade?
No, there's an actual brand that does it. That's the popular one.
We have Minute Maid.
Yeah, that's it. Minute Maid is the main one.
Yeah, pink or your regular.
Is it good? Is it better than solo?
It's
Solo's
more
pretty good.
tart than sweet. Like solo is a bit more sweeter than that is.
What does tart mean?
Sour.
Okay. I like that. I like sours.
It's more
my beer's tart.
It tastes more like a lemon, like actual lemon. Like if you were to just eat the lemon more than just a lemon flavored drink.
But it's fizzy, right?
No. You can get fizzy lemonade, but
yeah, because
Minute Maid is not fizzy.
your lemonade is just like it's like what the kids will sell at the front of their house, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Minute Maid is lemonade. Their like version of Sprite.
Yeah, but see, Sprite is not a lemonade. I know they call it lemonade, but really, it's not a lemonade. Right. I mean, to us in Australia, it is.
So so if you're in the States and you go to a restaurant and you ask for lemonade, you're getting freshly squeezed lemonade. If you want to get our lemonade, like lemonade, you have to ask for Sienna Mist or whatever that version they have.
I'm guessing they don't have Schweppes either.
No.
Yeah, we have Schweppes.
But only
Pepsi.
Do you have Schweppes lemonade?
No.
Because that's the same as Sprite.
Okay, so this is the lemonade, Minute Maid lemonade.
And it's not carbonated.
No.
It's just like a juice, almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
So they
Sprite.
And the Sprite is lemon lime, so I guess this Sprite is more like your solo.
No.
So our Sprite,
our solo is a carbonated version of the Minute Maid lemonade.
Oh, okay.
But
a bit sweeter. Whereas the Sprite for us is what we call lemonade.
But it's not lemonade.
Yeah.
But it's not.
So yeah,
this would be like what we would call like a pub squash, right? Pub squash is not a name for it.
The hell's a pub squash?
For them, it's just a carbonated lemonade. So just think of adding soda water to your lemonade to give it bubbles.
Ooh,
and that was it. So,
okay.
The thing, like, so with our solo, when it's ice cold, it tastes great. If it's not cold, it just no.
And when it's cold and has pineapple in it, it's the best. But this is like new. This is like a new limited. Oh, and you know what else? Solo made an alcoholic drink.
Nice.
So there's Solo have a thing. It originally was called Hard Solo, but I think legally they got forced to change the name because people just associate with Solo, and it tastes just like a Solo. So you can drink like 100 of them and not realize you're drinking booze, and then all of a sudden you're off your
So
head.
there's a hard Solo, but it's not made by Solo.
It is. It's
It is.
It's Solo.
But
They
they've
haven't
just
changed the name.
renamed it
They've renamed it to Hard Rated now.
So
just because everyone knows Solo as a drink that anyone can get. So when they come out with Hard Solo, you can only get it at a bottle shop. So just to separate that they're two different things.
I kept the can. I've still got the can from when it was called Hard Solo. I kept it. I was like, "Ooh, I'm gonna sell it one day for $1 million."
yeah, because I mean, Dunkin' Donuts has like in the can. It's like an alcoholic drink. So it's like spiked. Supposed to be like spiked coffee almost, basically.
Really?
Yeah.
And you can get iced tea, hot iced tea.
Really?
Yeah.
Even though it just says iced tea is just for anybody.
Yeah, but iced tea is a general thing. Solo is the actual name of the drink.
Do we have one here? Oh, I drink
Hard tea. That's like, remember they used to have Mike's Hard Lemonade?
right.
Yeah. But see, again, same thing. Lemonade is a general usable term. Solo is like a trademarked.
That's a brand, yeah, trademark brand.
So you can go name your drink whatever lemonade and you have no issues. If you go and name your drink Hard Solo because it's a lemon drink.
Imagine Coca-Cola did an alcohol. It was called Hard Coke.
Well,
mate, get some Hard Coke in here.
They are pushing for it.
Hard Coke.
No,
that would surely would just call it a bourbon and Coke. Like
there's supposedly coming a Fanta version of the Hard Solo. Yeah,
Hard Fanta.
Hydrated, whatever Fanta. They're gonna call it.
Hard Orange.
You making a Bloody Mary, Tony?
Yeah, V8 juice.
So,
man, I want to smash another one of those fucking Solos. Man, this is
I must have drank it.
Must have drank. Of course, you drank it.
I drink it. Here's my breakfast. I'm drinking my breakfast. I drink a lot.
What hard V8 did you make? Is it Crown Royal?
It's not what's called a Bloody Mary, which is a hard V8 basically.
Yeah.
But this is just gonna kill this for breakfast. 2 cups of coffee and some V8.
And you don't eat anything solid?
No, I'm not hungry. Like I the medication I take screws up my eating, and I don't get hungry till like maybe 1 o'clock.
I didn't eat anything today. I didn't bring any breakfast today to work. I normally just eat like something light, like I can eat heavy, but when I'm at work, I normally just bring some oats or something like that. I didn't bring any today.
I mean, we know you can eat heavy.
By 11:30, man, I was starving.
Yeah, I don't eat till I get home.
Do you just do one meal a day?
Yeah.
The Rust diet.
I couldn't do that. I'm more of a eat later in the day type of thing.
I would like to do one meal a day because it is a thing that like people who are like athletes will do it, but in that one meal they eat like crazy.
Right, or they fast. Right, they fast. They don't.
Yeah, I reckon I could do that.
But see, I can do it if I'm doing something. So if I'm at work or if I'm at a show or something, I won't think twice about food. If I'm just sitting at home, then yeah, I can't. But I try to, but it's harder. But if I'm at work, sometimes I don't eat or drink till like 6-7 hours after I started work. So just bad habit.
Yeah.
And then I don't even really eat a crazy big dinner. I just have a normal
I
size
remember
meal.
after one of the comic shows once, we said to Sean, "Hey, do you want to come get food with us?" And we went and got burgers, and he was like, "Yeah, I don't normally eat at this time." It was like 3 in the afternoon. He was like, "I don't normally eat until dinner."
Yeah. So you got a rare occasion of me eating during the day. I can't do the get up, eat, drive for an hour, eat again, and then all that shit. I'll just keep going. Once I start eating, then I just keep eating.
Yeah.
We're going for dinner on Saturday, right?
Are we? I'm still waiting for Sarah to confirm 100%, but I'm pretty sure.
It's only a day away. I better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Confirm, let me know. And make sure you have your books ready.
Oh yeah, that's right. I just saw one before. I might grab that out.
You need your books to go out to eat. You need your books.
Yeah,
No,
we like to show our books.
we we put on a live stream for all the customers in the restaurant, and we just sit there at the table showing them our books.
Nice. Do you get a free meal out of it too?
No, they charge us extra. I'm heading up to the States in 2 weeks, Tony. I'm going to see 2E2.
Oh, cool. Very cool.
So I'm going to take
You used to go to that one, Tony?
No, I've never been.
Which one did you go to?
I went to MegaCon. MegaCon. Florida. Yeah, that one. I usually, if I go lately, it's been Terrificon, which is in Connecticut, or the Rhode Island one, or the Boston one. Those three. I don't usually go too far.
Yeah.
That was because I was meeting John, Comics with Kids. He was going down. We shared a house, so that's what we did.
Yeah, C2 would be a far trip for you.
So Simon giving you some books to go get signed? Is that what he's doing?
Yeah. So I'm his mule. I go wait in lines, get things signed, and CGC'd, and then because he's a tight ass to pay shipping.
Well, I'm gonna have to. So the other day I met up with Dave, and I gave him my 5 books.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
You bit the bullet?
Old Wolf, you'll see, because I took my GoPro out to test what that was like, and I went and filmed a vlog with my GoPro. And me and Dave were sitting there at a coffee shop showing books to each other. So that video should be out in the weekend.
Sweet.
Okay.
So when you're standing in line and you have to pay for this, do you have to flip the bill for Simon too?
After what?
Flip the bill.
No, I have to pay him for him to do it.
Oh, okay.
No, he pays for the signature. He doesn't pay me to do it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So we've got Supernova this weekend, which is a big con down here, Tony. So Jin messaged me today and was like, "Hey, you going to Supernova?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm going Sunday. You going?" He's like, "No. Can you do me a favor?" And I just wrote back, "Fuck." I was like, do you want a signature?" And he goes, "Yeah." And I'm thinking he wants me to line up for Art Germ or Wilk Potasio, and I'm like, "Oh man, I don't want to. I don't line up for signatures. I don't care." But he goes, "Yeah, I just want to get Tom Taylor's signature." I was like, "Oh, Tom Taylor, easy."
He's your buddy.
Yeah. Well,
I'm surprised Tom Taylor isn't one of your some minions.
Tom Taylor doesn't do YouTube.
Yeah, and I think he doesn't actually know me as Simple Simon.
Oh,
he just knows me as Bestie.
Yeah. The crazy man that keeps interviewing me, telling me he's on YouTube, but I never see it.
He's doing.
Hey, Marcus. How are you, buddy?
Hey, Marcus. I don't have the comments up, the chat up, so I can see you guys. Ugly ass shirt. Yeah, thank you very much. I love this shirt.
Your Old Wolf shirt's starting to. All my shirts are starting to wear away. All my ones that are of YouTube books and stuff.
You only wear the same 5 over and over again.
Hey, Perry.
I got more than 5, but I do have like I normally will cycle through 5, and then once they get dirty, I'll chuck them in the wash after 2 weeks, and then I'll grab out another 5
on the next 5.
I got some black ones here without anything on them that are extra large. If you want them, I'll send them to you.
No, stop sending me stuff, Tony. Although, you know what happened? You know the chicken salt I sent you, right? I'll admit, it's not the same as the one when you go to the chip shop, right?
Right.
But I just found they released this other brand, and I'm not sure, but this other brand might be the one. I bought it to test it out, but if it's the right one, I'm going to send you another chicken salt.
Okay, because it's almost done.
I need you to experience the right chicken salt, because the one I sent you, I'll admit, is not the best. It's not the same as the chip shop.
Which one did you send him?
You know the one? It's in like a black. It's in like a black container. Like it's
with
like a salt
white.
but it's black with like pinstripes.
Pinstripes.
And there's one that I just found the other day called Chippy or Chirpy. It's got it's white. It looks like really cheap. It's like white with a little chicken dude on it. I think that might be
the one I always thought was the real one. Was in a black container with like a white square.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, that's not so that's the only one they had at the supermarkets for ages. But when I had it at home, I was like, this is not the same as when you get it from the chip shop. But then recently there was like 2 new brands. So I bought the Chirpy or Chippy one, and I don't know. I'm hoping it's the same as what the shops get.
Okay.
Well, I'm running out, so yeah, you need to send me another one.
Oh, you actually been using it, really?
Yeah.
Well, give it to me, and I can post it while I'm there.
Can you bring it over? Can you fly it over?
Yeah.
Well, if you can send it, you can surely take it. People were like, you probably get searched for drugs. They'll be like, what powder's really in here, sir?
Got the dogs sniffing up.
Thank you. Here, it tastes like chicken.
So there's a lot of things. So it's the nuts that he's been eating.
I'll tell him all the food in America has no flavor, so I needed to bring my own.
You gotta add flavor, yeah.
What I was going to say to you, Sean, last time is because I've got to send my box to Grey Man. You said you wanted to put something in there.
Yeah.
Maybe
when you planning to send it?
I need to do it soon because I've had that thing for I reckon 9 months. Just like Old Wolf's giveaway win, which took me like 5 months to send to him. I've had this one for longer. But the thing is, I got barely any space in there, so I don't know what you're planning on. If it's only a few books, it's fine. But I literally have because I've got to put like Tim Tams in there for him, and then there's maybe this much space left in the box.
Maybe what you do then is just forward me on his details, and I'll get something prepped because I don't know if I'll be able to find what I want to send him before.
Cool. Because I actually packed the box the other day because I've got like a figure in there for him and everything too. So like it's pretty chockers in there.
Yeah,
and I also got a T-shirt.
Were you going to send him those TVs, but there wasn't not enough room in the box for the stuff, so you're just going to eat all your food, close the box up?
I was going to chuck some Tim Tams in there for him.
So you can send Tony some gluten-free Tim Tams.
I sent him Tim Tams last time. I think his fam ate them all.
Yeah, my wife loves those things.
Yeah, but we'll send some that Tony can actually eat. Gluten-free
Tim Tams?
Yeah.
Wait, now that exists now, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. It's a real thing.
A whole shelf full of them because no one's buying them. I'll buy them all.
Cheap.
I'll buy them all.
They'll be stale.
Tim Tams have gone up. When they're on special, they're like $4 or $5 still. Like last year when I was buying them, they were on special for like $3. Now they're like $4 or $5.
I take them for a friend who has them, and they seem to like them, so I'm assuming they're good enough. The gluten-free Tim Tams.
Yeah, no, I did see that one day. They don't even keep it in the section with the Tim Tams. It was like on a little stand all the way, like in a completely different section.
So in Safeway, it's in the same aisle, but you walk down and then it's all the gluten-free stuff. So they do gluten-free. What's the biscuit you break in half? Scotch fingers.
Oh yeah.
Gluten-free Scotch fingers. Gluten-free TV snacks. Gluten-free teddy bears.
Gluten-free snacks. All right. Well, I've got to get Grey Man's box, and then I've got to do a Bub box because I've only sent Bub something maybe once or twice, and then I'll go back around to Old Wolf because Old Wolf.
Oh, geez. Okay, no problem.
Well, I just need to do the rounds. Like, I'm so slack, man. Yeah, the grey box has been sitting there for a long time.
Oh shit!
At least he sends you a box.
Yeah.
There's something I could get for you too, Sean. I just have to buy it. I just gotta hope that it's still there where I saw it. Because I tagged you for that AOK thing that freaking Dave tagged me, and I was like, "Fucking hell, fine, I'll tag Sean. He's close. I don't have to post it to him."
Okay, I have no clue what the fuck you're talking about.
Oh, okay, never mind then. Never mind. I didn't tag you.
You tag me in that much shit, Simon. Sometimes I don't pay attention to it.
All right, I got to get going because I got to get ready for work.
No problem.
But I'm finally gonna hop on. Finally.
No.
Yeah. I'm more special than Simon. You come on my channel more than you do his these days.
That is true.
Yeah.
I don't go live. Fuck the purpose.
No, he just likes me as an Aussie better than he likes you.
What can I do?
All right. See you guys later.
Yeah, mate.
Hey, guys.
All right, I should probably head soon too. What? You got anything else? You got anything else? You got any videos coming up?
No, but I will, because I'm not selling it Nova. I'm gonna try and film something.
Oh, because you're going. You're only going Saturday, are you?
No, I'm doing both days.
Oh, you're gonna be there Sunday too. Okay, so
Yeah.
maybe I'll see you on Sunday.
So hopefully I'm getting a VIP ticket.
Oh, so you can get first in line.
Yeah. Well, not VIP. I'll be getting a what do you call it? A sellers band.
Okay.
So I don't have to line up and crap.
Is anyone you know selling there?
So the only one I've seen in the list that I like full on know is Bruce. So, but besides that,
you know Jamie from Collectibles? He is the guy at Yarraville. In Yarraville, he's always next to Billy. So when you walk in, he's always in that corner.
Oh, the one that has the cards, a lot of cards.
Yeah, that guy. So he's got a stall, right? But his stall is in where the artists are. So his table wasn't as expensive.
He's got to be careful, but because he can get in trouble for doing that.
He told me that's where his thing was. I was like, oh, because I was like, yeah, because you guys aren't selling because it was too expensive.
They normally don't like to have people selling, like that area is meant to be for artists and self-made stuff.
Yeah.
So, because I remember once Billy's friend went and just got a table to sell comics in there, and he got in trouble because they didn't want him selling stuff like that in there. So it's good for him because he got cheap, but it could be bad for him as well because the sort of people that really stay in that room all the time are people who are into the side of things. So he
that's why I was surprised when he told me where he was. I was like, oh, okay. I'm guessing that was cheap. And he goes, yeah. I was like, huh.
Yeah, it's about $500.
Yeah, like an artist is heaps cheaper.
Yeah, a table. But it was just like to get the 4x4, they wanted 7.2. So sorry, the 6x6, 4 booths, 7.2. Imagine how much shit I'd have to sell, and Mark would have to sell to recoup.
Yeah, it's crazy.
All of that. It's just, and then I had Oz Comic Con reach out to me this week, but I couldn't speak to the guy when he called, so he's going to call back, and I'll see what I can work out with them, but they're just as bad price-wise.
I had to, so I haven't, third year in a row that I haven't heard back from Supernova about Media Pass, and then probably fourth year in a row where I messaged Scotty the other night. I was like, hey man, can you give your fucking media guys a bit of a nudge, because like this is the third year in a row I haven't heard nothing. I messaged him at 8:30 in the morning yesterday, and he got back. I thought he wasn't going to reply, and he got back to me like at 11:30 last night. I was like, yeah man, I'll work on it. I said, all right, hopefully. So last year the tickets didn't come through, and I said to him, I said, look man, it was like 2 days. It was like, I don't mind paying, right? Just get that clear. But they've come through literally the day before the event sometimes. So I don't want to buy a ticket now and then the fucking tickets come through.
Yeah.
So I'm just wanting to know if I'm going to get them or not. And last year, Scott was like, don't buy tickets. I was like, okay. So then on the day, I still hadn't heard anything. So I messaged him and he goes, yeah, just call me when you're here. And then I called him and he got us in. So I'm assuming the similar thing might happen this year where I just have to call him when I'm there and then he'll be like, hi.
I don't get why they're so slack.
They're so Oz Comic Con, they don't communicate with me, but normally the last couple of years, about a week before the event, like the week of the event, they send them out early in the week. But it's weird because I'm friends with that other group, Mob Zombies, and they tell me when they talk to these guys that they're back and forth. They have back and forth communication. I was like, what? None of these guys have ever given me back and one that did was Metro Comic Con last year. They got back to me and said, hey, Simon, we loved your video from last year. Yeah, we'll get in contact with you. We'll hit you up when the media passes are ready. Didn't hear anything. So because I felt comfortable reaching back out to them because they reached back to me, I was like, hey, just want to know if you guys are still, and then they didn't come through. And normally I would have just paid to go to the event, but that week I was so broke because when I go, I have to pay for Tony, I have to pay for Sarah, I got to pay for all my crew to come with me. And then, I just didn't have the money to go, so I didn't go last year.
I messaged Metro about being a stall holder maybe over a month ago, and I haven't heard anything back.
So with the Metro guys, I've heard they're very expensive at the start, but closer towards the thing when they're trying to scramble to fill spaces, apparently they call a lot of people back and offer discounts.
Yeah, but the thing is, the common courtesy thing is you fill in the form, you should get an automated email saying, thank you for filling in. This process opens at this time. We'll get back to you, or this. Yeah. Not you hear nothing.
This is Supernovas, right? So I haven't gotten any. So I just checked my inbox today. I typed Supernova, and the email I got like 4 years ago, or like one of the ones I applied for, it says, thank you for your application to Supernova. We normally hand out our media passes 2 weeks before the event. If you haven't got one by then, you probably didn't get. You're probably not going to get. Like they said something along those lines. Like that's shit.
Yeah, it's like all our shows have slowly stopped giving a fuck.
Man, the Game Expo was awesome. Like those guys, I didn't even know they promoted like all their creators on their page. Like there was like they promote like 10 at a time. There was like these are the creators, and I didn't even know. I didn't see it until the day after the event that they had one with my face on there.
Make me an offer, Brendan.
Oh, hey Brendan, I got to talk to you as well about something. A video opportunity, Brendan. It's been a while, so.
The Snyder Cut guy.
Yeah. I think we're going to move on from him being the Snyder Cut guy to him being collectible guy. So I need to chat to him.
But all our shows, I've just lost faith in all of them.
Well, look, I get it. I get why it's not probably that high priority. Oh, these guys just want free tickets.
Yeah, but me as a seller.
Oh, as a seller, yeah. I mean, you're literally.
But how can they justify $7,000 for a space for a weekend? Look how much money I'd have to sell. And not just that, when they bring pop culture, they're killing anybody who is in the certain space that pop culture's in.
Yeah, that's the thing, man. And also, all the people that you're going to find at like the toy stores and stuff, they will never be able to afford that kind of money. So the only people that are going to Supernova and paying those prices are people who have a retail store of some type, who are an actual retail business.
It's not just about being a retail business. It's about, so I have things that no one else has that brings to the show. So I would take the risk of going to the show. But if you're someone like Pop Toys and all those who deal in new release stuff, how are you going to go there competing against pop culture when pop culture can cut the prices whatever they want, do whatever they want?
Yeah, I think at Supernova, Pop Toys, they don't really bring a lot of pops. They focus more on their action figure lines and shit.
But Pop Toys also has a big enough following that people are still going to buy from them no matter what. That's why I never bothered trying to get into the new pop market, because then I'm competing against Aussie, I'm competing against Pop Toys, I'm competing against all of these guys, and I might get the little chunk of the market who is more convenient to get from me than them because they're closer. But all I'm doing is hurting their business and to get a little chunk of business to make a few dollars on each pop.
I forgot what I was going to say.
So, yeah, I broke your chain of thought.
Yeah, my thoughts only last for 2 seconds and then they're gone.
That's why I'm hopefully trying the comic route, try and get a decent chunk of rare ratio covers.
Why don't you? Would you consider applying for like Malvern or the Reservoir show or
I
the?
have. So I applied for Malvern for the one that's the week after thing. I didn't hear anything back.
To be honest, I think you're better off at the Melbourne Comic and Toy Fair. I think because I feel like Vintage and One Toy Fair for real more vintage. I'd say the like you get a bit of everything, obviously. But I think the main thing that does well at vintage is people who are selling their collections and vintage stuff, right? That stuff does the best there. Melbourne Comic and Toy Fair, because it's more kind of like a small version of a Comic-Con, I think your stuff will do better there.
Oh, right now, he's only got the 2 small shows up. And as much as I want to do them, Werriby's outside. Yeah. So if it's not the best weather, I don't really want to be taking my shit.
His next big one at so I think they posted today that they're going to stay at Thornbury. Because they sell out really quick, but you should get on that.
I'll fill in the form
Oh yeah, you were there. Of course you were there.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's announced a date for it yet, but as soon as they announce dates, I would jump on it.
Yeah, I'll have a look once I get off the stream, and I'll fill in.
Let me just have a look. I don't think he's posted anything for it. I just saw that he posted Thornbury. Yeah, they just posted that we're staying at that stadium. New dates announced soon.
No. I'll see if he's taking applications for it.
Yeah, so because I know a couple of people who I know who do vintage told me, they couldn't get onto the Melbourne show, and they got told, yeah, good luck by the person. And I was like, that doesn't sound like the type of thing Nine would reply like, but okay.
It all comes down to his mantra to doing it. So, like, I know it's hard to get into the Malvern one because he likes to stick with the same people.
Yeah, well, the same people keep applying, so you rarely see that many new people. I feel like the Melbourne one, you do get new people more.
Yeah, that's right. But even with the Malvern, like, I applied once, I think, a long time ago, and I didn't get a chance. And when I used to go to the Malvern show every time it was on, and it was always the exact same sellers.
Yeah.
That's why I stopped going. And then he did the big one, and it expanded. So organizers look at it one of two ways. We stick with the same people because we know we didn't have problems and we didn't have anything, or rotate people through. So when people come to the show, there's always someone new for them to look at.
Yeah, and I think a lot of them also have a limit of how many different types of. So if you say I'm mainly pops, they might say, "Oh, we've already got 10 pop stores." Sorry.
Yeah.
But I guess as long as you sell yourself as I do all of this, but I mean, pops is probably your main thing, isn't it? Like exclusive pops.
I've got a decent amount of pops, but it's not my only thing. Like I do the hats, I do the
Oh
t-shirts, I
yeah.
do
Well, apparel, yeah. I mean, pops,
retro
apparel.
cards, I do the bags. My big thing is everything is limited numbers because I don't get big amounts in to make it an actual limited thing. And I try to get things that no one here has. So
It's imports.
like I've got bags that I haven't seen on anyone else's sites and stuff, and the hats and stuff. So, but we'll see. I'll jump on their page and see what they say. But all right. So you're only doing Sunday, 100%.
Definitely just doing something. I've got my course assignment is due on Monday, so on Saturday I'm going to go see Mark in the morning briefly, and then I'm going to come home and finish my assignment. Ugh. I don't even know if I'm going to pass or not.
You'd hope so. They're paying you enough to pass.
Yeah, I know, but it's harder than I thought, this one.
Okay. All right. I will end it as well. So thank you to everyone who watched, and thank you to anyone who catches the replay. Thank you to everyone in the chat. Click the like and subscribe if you haven't already. The link to the unboxing of my Grail book is in the description, as well as all the other Aussie YouTubers. So if you haven't liked and subscribed to them, please do. And anything getting released for you soon?
Well, I got Supernova this weekend, so next week will be all Supernova videos. Cosplay interviews on Monday and vlog on Wednesday.
Okay.
And if you haven't already, check out the Game Expo, which was just last weekend. I've got the cosplay interviews and the vlog for which was this week's videos.
And if you're a Batman fan, watch the podcast.
Yeah.
Rating the top 10 Batman movies. Well,
It's
1
ranking the
to
Batman
10.
film. Yeah.
Yeah, ranking them 1 to 10 and see if these two guys line up with your rankings.
Very good.
Thank you very much, guys. Let's do this.